Most people still believe you need a gym membership, heavy weights, or expensive machines to build strong, defined legs. That belief is exactly why so many people stay stuck for months without seeing real progress. Because the truth is, your legs respond to tension, intensity, and consistency far more than they respond to fancy equipment. And over the next 7 days, you're about to see how quickly your lower body can change using nothing except your own body weight and a plan designed to push your muscles the right way. But here's the part almost nobody tells you. Most at-home workouts fail because they're random, exhausting, and impossible to stick with. This plan is different. Every day has a purpose. Some workouts build strength, some increase endurance, and some secretly accelerate recovery, while keeping your body active. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why some people plateau for years, while others completely transform their legs in just a few weeks. And trust me, day 5 is where most people realize whether they've actually been training hard, or just pretending to. First, understand this. Your legs contain some of the biggest muscle groups in your entire body, which means training them properly affects almost everything. More calorie burn, better posture, stronger balance, improved athletic performance, and even higher daily energy levels. But random workouts thrown together online rarely create lasting results because there's no structure behind them. This 7-day plan uses strategic fatigue cycling, meaning every workout challenges your body differently, so your muscles continue adapting without burning out. Translation: you train hard while still allowing your body to recover and improve. And there's one rule you absolutely cannot ignore. No lazy reps, no scrolling your phone between exercises, and no rushing movements just to finish faster. If you want visible changes in your legs, your effort has to match your goals. That's the difference between people who stay frustrated and people who actually transform. Day 1 is all about strength activation, and this is where most beginners already make a huge mistake. They jump straight into advanced exercises before their muscles are even activating properly, which is why they feel pressure in their knees instead of their glutes and quads. So the first workout focuses on controlled movements that teach your body how to recruit the right muscles. You'll perform 15 squats, 12 reverse lunges on each leg, 20 glute bridges, and a 45-second wall sit. Then repeat the entire circuit 4 times. It sounds simple, but the secret is in the tempo. Slow, controlled reps increase muscular tension, and more tension means more muscle recruitment. That's the trigger for stronger, leaner legs. By the 3rd round, your legs should start shaking, and that shaking is not weakness. It's proof your muscles are adapting. Psychologically, this day matters because early success creates momentum, and momentum is one of the biggest predictors of long-term consistency. Day 2 shifts into endurance training because your muscles need to learn how to perform under fatigue. This is where, honestly, most people mentally quit before their body actually needs to stop. The workout includes jump squats for 15 seconds, high knees for 30 seconds, alternating side lunges for 12 reps each side, and 25 calf raises with minimal rest between rounds. This session should feel uncomfortable, and that discomfort is intentional because your body only changes when it's forced to adapt to demands it hasn't mastered yet. Research consistently shows that combining cardiovascular stress with resistance movements improves both conditioning and muscular definition at the same time. But here's the mistake people make. They chase speed instead of control. Explosive movement without control is just chaos pretending to be fitness. Focus on clean movement, stable posture, and powerful effort. The burn you feel is your body responding to a challenge it can no longer ignore. Day 3 is active recovery, and this is where intelligent training separates itself from ego training. Most people think recovery means sitting on the couch doing absolutely nothing, but real recovery is about improving circulation, reducing stiffness, and preparing your muscles to perform again faster. So instead of an intense session, you'll perform slow-tempo squats, bodyweight step-backs, hip mobility exercises, and deep stretching. Nothing flashy, nothing designed for social media, but this day quietly determines whether your body improves or breaks down. Muscles don't grow during workouts. They rebuild after workouts. That means recovery is not separate from training. Recovery is training. And psychologically, recovery days reduce mental burnout because when your brain believes a routine is sustainable, you become dramatically more likely to stay consistent long-term. Day 4 targets the posterior chain, which includes your glutes and hamstrings, because real lower body power starts there. Most people overtrain their quads and completely ignore the backside of their legs, creating weak movement patterns, poor posture, and limited athletic ability. So this workout focuses on single-leg glute bridges, bodyweight Romanian deadlift movements, pulse lunges, and donkey kicks for 4 complete rounds. And this is usually the moment where people realize bodyweight workouts can become brutally effective when programmed correctly. When your glutes activate properly, everything improves. Running feels stronger, jumping becomes easier, balance improves, and even lower back discomfort can decrease. This workout isn't just about aesthetics, it's about building a lower body that performs better in everyday life. Then comes day 5, the workout that exposes whether you've really been pushing yourself or just, checking boxes. This session combines strength, endurance, and mental discipline into one brutal challenge. You've got 20 squats, 15 jump lunges, a 1-minute wall sit, 20 alternating lunges, and 30 seconds of squat pulses, all repeated for 5 full rounds. By the 4th round, your brain will start negotiating with you. It'll tell you to stop early, maybe shorten the reps, or take longer breaks. But this moment really matters because physical transformation is deeply connected to mental tolerance. Every real fitness journey, at some point, becomes a battle between discomfort and identity. When you continue, despite the burn, your confidence stops being imaginary. It becomes evidence. And that's why this day changes people, not because it's impossible, but because it forces you to prove something to yourself. Day 6 shifts toward athletic power and explosive movement. This workout includes skater hops, squat jumps, lateral lunges, and explosive calf raises designed to activate fast-twitch muscle fibers. Those fibers are responsible for speed, power, and athletic movement. And training them improves not only performance but also overall muscle definition. Even if your main goal is aesthetics, explosive exercises increase calorie demand and force your muscles to respond differently than slow movements alone. But once again, quality matters more than quantity. One perfect explosive rep creates more value than 10 sloppy ones. Stay controlled, stay balanced, and focus on landing softly with every jump. Training like an athlete changes the way your body moves, not just the way it looks. Finally, day 7 empties the tank without completely destroying recovery. You'll move through slow squats, pulse lunges, glute bridge holds, calf raises, and finish with a brutal 3-minute wall sit challenge. This final workout matters for a psychological reason most people never think about. Your brain judges experiences based largely on emotional peaks and endings, so if you finish strong, your brain becomes more likely to repeat the process again next week. And that's the hidden secret behind real transformation. Not motivation, not hacks, not shortcuts. Repetition. The people who successfully transform their legs are rarely the most genetically gifted. They're usually the people who stop restarting every few weeks and finally commit long enough for results to appear. Now here's something beginners almost never hear. Your recovery habits directly affect how fast this plan works. Sleep, hydration, nutrition, and daily movement all matter more than people realize. If you train hard but sleep 4 hours a night, drink almost no water, and sit all day, your recovery drops dramatically. Aim for protein with every meal, drink enough water, walk daily, and stretch after every workout. Small habits compound faster than most people expect, and if your legs feel sore tomorrow, good. That soreness is feedback, not punishment. It means your muscles experienced a challenge they weren't adapted to yet. But remember, soreness alone is not the goal. Progress is. Focus on cleaner reps, deeper range of motion, better posture, and increased endurance because those are the signs your body is truly improving. Imagine where your legs could be 30 days from now if you stopped waiting for perfect conditions. No gym anxiety, no expensive memberships, no complicated machines, just structure, consistency, and focused effort repeated every single week. Because the truth is, your body is already capable of more than your current routine demands. Most people never discover that because they quit the moment discomfort appears. You do not need perfect genetics to build stronger legs. You need consistency long enough for the results to become undeniable. So when this video ends, don't just feel motivated for 5 minutes and then forget about it tomorrow. Clear some space on the floor, start with the first squat, and prove to yourself that 7 days of focused effort can completely change the way your body feels